there is just a little bit more to say. Forensics Court, Tribunales Argentina and Armed Forces with legislative government of the state of Buenos Aires except for what is the respectable of Ameghino Hospital in San Bacon, Sullivan. Suddenly tells around the whole that generates this in full complicity. Cycles, criminals, abomination, full range, everyone. The whole associated on Cristina Kirchner, Aníbal Fernández officialism, the 6 Shiat presidents, pedophilics, and worse. Have an idea, worse, to be about a pedophilic son of a snake, and telling that is seer and has right to taking the source of the land for the will of the patriot and placed himself on the blood of our sons, of our kids, and telling that has right to be in government for. And Federal Police of Argentina and the whole that generates associated of them goes and prepare the kids, dispersed everyone for you to please yourself, the gloves. So suddenly imagine this sickle shit which is permanently here and murdering people for. What will be worse than this? They are. And the reality of these sickle abominations pretended of mental health and authorities of health and of law, theirs, telling that I cut the psychopath patterns at the reality of whatever I say, denouncing what this sickle hell excrements, Sodoma, Argentina, does permanently in forgery, lies, arming, and this is arming, to murder less humanity, genocide commit, making up judicial, policial, defense, any kind of a crap, paper upon paper, stamp upon stamp, name of sick, hell abominable mercader in calling themselves government upon another, telling validation for government of goals. They says that I cut the psychopath patterns for whatever this sick shit to make up. Listen to my friends. And covers them rotten hell shit they all are, one each other, permanently, murdering, destroying, and giving the favors to the Techlidishka, Kloejatashki. Ejército Argentino serve themselves in the sick, abominable shit everyone is, every day. So suddenly, in the middle of this whole while, there's them sick shit bunch of hell crabs, of the crab of the hell, in the same ass of the hell goat, forgive me the word, but so pictured, clear enough, telling that they has right and forged my signature 65,814 times more, in 65,416 more documents that they says I signed them up, right? And telling that I gave them rights and possessions for whatever they wanted to do about my life, my possessions, and my person. And all as supposed I've been appointed by the Argentinian justice for comparing in front of the bench of pedophilics, making up cause and telling my mother and my family to be aware, and are all disgusting, lie, abominable freaks for less humanity, like done to my whole friends, all of them, and every day to me, permanently. So the only thing to knock at my door will be the 88 whore civil telling you need medication and you, family, have something of your interest about your relative. With the invention of the whole damn horse like that, of Sodoma, Gathach. So suddenly, the reality of this all is exactly this. One of those documents is something like Sodoma says, signate this to me, I have rights to taking this money. I should be noticed of a money of reimbursement I should ever receive in my pocket for about 2 weeks ago. And I never had nothing at my door but the expectation to come and rape my mother and telling always where the disgusting pocket land is. We're making up and forging and lying and arming permanently, covering one another with murder upon murder, and forwarding with the same, saying, have to be done. And taking everything I got and saying that all day and make them up to be right and to be truth, what they said, of course, the real patriot. So the reality of this all is I don't have no coin and I were not noticed and nothing. And this will be psychopath parents I regretted on already signated, of course, and caven. So I psychopath I regret and I want all back, give it to me. For a blow. Demon cycle chunky for a blow of a faggot land degenerate rotten piece of a shit Sodoma. I cave in the future of mine and everyone I love. They says. So suddenly, I'm sorry this picture again, but this is the reality. And I expose this all at the same way I always done it. This is going to work as well. HTTPS www. Incomparablemente maldita, podrida basura, degenerada, infernal mierda. El verdadero, esencial existir de Cristina Kirchner, oficialismo argentino y toda su maldita Sodoma y su prostitución psiquiátrica. Point INT, F6, just like before. My last key and cleaner, my site, the last plate ISIS in New York. And I'm sorry there's violence again. And I don't need you to go through this. No one of you. But you don't know what is violence like. At the point we are. Forgive me please for this. And just protect yourselves as best as possible. Let's try to make something work. Adonai will be with us. And I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give up. And I'm not going to give it easy. Neither free. And I'm not going to give it at all. Alejandro Mario Blanco REDEMI. From Buenos Aires, my address at this June 10th, 2014, 2216, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Shalom.